What up, y'all? This is Loving on My Life, week 54. I'm going to talk a little bit about my week, what I did, and then go over my goals, if I did them or not, and then my goals for next week. I made $3,100 on my main account this week. I made $169 from the Intimate Hair Remover Cream, $69 with the Intimate Hair Remover Cream. It's a great number. So yeah, decent week. TikTok was down. I can't remember if this, at least this hasn't happened as the time I've been a TikTok Shop affiliate, but essentially there's like a big winter storm over the U.S. It didn't hit Arizona because it's always fucking hot here. But yeah, there's a big winter storm and there's some like power outages, and TikTok Shop was down for like 3 days. It showed like $0 commissions. So my commissions got like fucked for 3 days, but it was the entire platform, so it wasn't just me. So yeah, I don't know what that is about, but I think it's all good right now. Video editor. My account seller, who I bought multiple accounts from, I've successfully delegated editing videos, and I've done it 3 times. I've uploaded a fuck ton of videos, and yeah, man, he edits the videos for me. I tell him purposely to not put the on-screen text, so he just like clips them together and makes it look nice, and then I put the on-screen text and the caption on the video, and yeah, saves me a bunch of time, and I can pump out way more videos this way, so that is exciting. And yeah, man, I'm reading this book. I think I talked about it in the last video. I'm reading this book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, by Mark Manson. And in it, he talks about essentially life is just a series of solving problems. And every single day, each and every single day is just, you're solving fucking problems day after day after day. And yeah, man, it's like, happiness actually comes from solving problems. We all have this idyllic future in my head. Or I've had it for a very long time, you know. When I'm rich, when I have the supercar, when I'm in the Miami penthouse, when I have a beautiful, loving wife, once I have all these materialistic external things, then I won't have any problems, and life will be carefree, and I'll just go about I won't have any problems. But that couldn't be further from the truth. I've experienced this already. I remember not even a year ago, I was thinking, once I hit 10K a month, then my life is going to be sunshine and rainbows, and I'm going to walk around, and every girl that walks past me, I'll be super confident with, and I'll rizz up, and I'll get all these girls, and fucking my life will be, I don't know what, I literally just thought once I hit 10K a month, like my life is going to be fucking perfect, and everything's going to be beautiful. Now I've made 10 to 40 grand these last 5 months consistently every month, and I would lie and say my life is not better. I mean, externally, yes, my life is better, but I probably am the same level of happiness as I was when I was dead broke 1 year ago and I had zero emotion. So, yeah, like, externally, yes, my life situation is better, but I'm not any more happy. I'm still, all I can think about today is, you know, just once I solve these problems, then it's just a continuous cycle of solving problems, and happiness comes from solving problems. So, I don't know, that kind of put a new perspective on my life. Happiness comes from solving problems. There will never be a shortage of problems in my life, and as I continue to make more money and become a more high-value person and take bigger risks, and there'll be more in the line, and I'll only continue to have bigger and more problems. But it's just a part of the journey, and the human experience is suffering. There's no which way you can avoid it. You can be a billionaire, you can be dead broke, homeless on the street, and the billionaire has just as many, if not more, problems than the homeless person on the street. And vice versa. And everyone has problems, and everyone is suffering. No one is content. No one out there right now is perfectly content with their life. They don't want anything more. Like, The human existence is suffering, and I will always have problems. But I find enjoyment in just showing up every day and solving problem after problem. And then as I solve problems, that creates more problems for me to solve, which therefore creates more problems. And it's just problem after problem after problem after problem, and that's life. So yes, I hired a video editor. TikTok was down. I'm decorating my apartment. Let's see. What have I done so far? I fixed my hat wall. I don't want to take my camera off the top of my desktop. I don't know. I have this hat wall right here where I just have a bunch of hats on my wall. I kind of redesigned it. It looks a lot better. What else have I done? I got some nice soap dispensers. I had a bottle of Dawn, big bottle of Dawn dish soap that I was just using as hand soap next to my sink. I got a nice little matte black one as well as in my bathroom. This big ass whiteboard, I love this whiteboard. I use it every single day. But I don't know why I got a big ass rolling one. I thought I was going to be Albert Einstein out here, and I would have this big whiteboard in the middle of my room where I would, brainstorm ideas or some shit. But I've never used a double-sided. It just needs to be one side. So again, you can't see it, but I got a big whiteboard right here that is going to go on the wall. So that's also going to free up a lot of space because this big ass rolling one just, extrude isn't in the wall, but I got the same size one. It's a little smaller, wideness. I don't even know how that's you say it. If that's how you say it. But yeah, I got a new whiteboard to hang on the wall, and then I have to get rid of this one. But, of course, another problem. You're not allowed to, hang things, mount things on your wall in the apartment. So I put in a work order, and it got denied because I said, I have to mount something on my wall. And, within 10 minutes, I assume the front office said it, saw it, and, immediately declined it or something. But, yeah. So now I have to go walk around the apartment building and find one of the maintenance guys. The mailroom guy told me this. Find one of the maintenance guys and just ask him kindly if he can come after he gets off, and I can pay him, $20-$40 to come help me put this whiteboard on the wall because you're not allowed to mount things on the wall. Another problem I have to solve that I created for myself. So yeah, problems after problems after problems. And then I'm going to get a big ass plant right here. I need to go to Home Depot or a plant store. And I want a 5 foot tall plant right here. I want a truly big plant. And then what else? And then I need wall art. I need some paintings. I just need to spice this place up. It's just so bland. And throughout my whole life, I've had a bland room. I literally haven't had any decorations. But I want the creative energy flowing. I don't know. Maybe I'm changing, man. I want a cool apartment. Oh, also, this is going to be fucking sick. I got a green ivy plant that I'm going to put right here. That's going to hang down. And then I'm going to wrap it around this bookshelf here. And then hopefully, I'm hoping it's going to grow around the bookshelf and I don't know. It's going to look super cool, but it's going to take many months. So yeah. What else? I don't know. That's all I can think of right now. But yeah, I'm just redecorating my apartment. I'm trying to make it look cool. I don't know. My lease is up in August here. So I don't know if I'm going to... I love this apartment. I love my time here. And I'm definitely not making enough bread to move. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but I'm going to stay at my lease, obviously. And maybe I'll stay another year here. I love this apartment. Half of me wants to get an apartment, up on a higher floor so I have a view. But then the other half of me, this view is perfectly fine. I like this trees and plant stuff back here. So yeah, we'll figure it out. Oh my God, I finally washed my sneakers. Literally, that has been on my to-do list for so long. Just wash all my sneakers. So I finally did it. I got these washing bags. And yeah, I relaced all of my shoes. They were looking all clean and nice. So yes, finally washed my shoes. I got not my tax return back. I don't know. My people I hired for taxes, like my financial health came back, and in the year 2025, I made $102,000. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy. Like, what the fuck? When I started these videos, it was January something, 2025. I hadn't made a single dollar online. Go watch back in my first videos. I hadn't made a single dollar online, and I didn't know what the fuck, where the road was heading, and I managed to make $100,000 after not making a single dollar in the same year. But it was literally within 10 months. But yeah, if I didn't go home and piss off 3 months of summer and do barely any work, who knows where I'd be right now. But if and buts were candies and nuts, then it would be Christmas every day. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Taxes. So yeah, my tax advisor said I owed $9,700 to the federal government and then $700 and something to the state. Bro, that is like, what the So I made $100,000 and I only owed $10,000. So I guess they did their job and they wrote off a lot of stuff because that's 10% of all my income. You know, it should be 30. So yeah, that's hype. They still denied me. I'm just not even going to talk about it because it's going to work me up. But they still denied me an S corp. Actually, I'm going to talk about it. They denied me an S corp. Literally, so many TikTok Shop affiliates have said you need an S corp. You're going to save money. And then each and every single time I hop on a call with these tax people, I say I want an S corp. I want an S corp. And then they keep on saying, you know, you're a new content creator. When I initially signed up with this tax service 3 months ago, they said once you can consistently do $10K a month. I've done 10 to 40 grand a month these last 5 months. And then I just hopped on a call yesterday and the girl was like, 3 more months if you can hit 10K, then we'll sign you up for an S corp. I'm like, you're my tax advisor, so I'm going to take your word for it. But I don't know. It's all right. It's all right. Hey, they did a good job because I only paid 10% of my income in taxes. I bought $1,000. Bitcoin is the lowest it has been in over a year. I think it's because of all this, like gold and silver right now is like crazy popping off. And like the gold and silver prices are super high right now. So, which I think, detracts people from Bitcoin because they're thinking along the lines of like, I don't know, hard commodities. Like, Bitcoin's attractive just the same way as gold is because it's not like the US dollar that can be printed into oblivion. Like, there's only so much that can exist. I mean, logically, Bitcoin is more valuable than gold because there's only 21 million Bitcoin to ever exist, while gold, there's limited amounts, but it can continue to be mined, and we don't know how much gold is out there. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm buying this shit up. I bought $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. I now own 20% of a Bitcoin. It's lit. I can't wait. I just made a personal brand TikTok about this. But yeah, I watched this podcast with Michael Saylor, who's essentially like the king of Bitcoin. He took his company, MicroStrategy. In 2020, when COVID hit, he noticed that the government was going to be shut down for at least a year. And he, like a smart, logical person, he thought his company was sitting on millions and millions of dollars worth of cash. And he's like, the government is about to print cash into oblivion, which is just going to destroy the buying power of all this cash we have sitting here. So he bought into Bitcoin. I don't know the exact numbers, but he bought like $500 million worth of Bitcoin or something like that. And he took his company from like a $600 million company to a $100 billion company or something. I'm wrong on those numbers, but some crazy number. Essentially, he put all of he was one of the first like big companies to buy a fuck ton of Bitcoin. But essentially, what was the point I was making? Essentially, he said the longer time preference you have, the better. Because obviously, I don't know what the way technology is going, but I'm probably going to be dead within the next 100 years unless they have some crazy gene cell cloning or whatever the fuck. But I'm never going to sell my Bitcoin. I'm going to only borrow against it. And in 20 years, who knows? I'm not even going to estimate how much it's going to be worth. But in 200 years, one Bitcoin is going to be worth more than $100 million in today's money. And my great grandkids are going to remember my name when they inherit my Bitcoin. That's going to be worth, it's going to make my family generationally rich for my bloodline until one dumbass motherfucker is a degenerate and sells it. Who knows how many fucking generations it's going to take until there's that one dumbass motherfucker that sells it. But yeah, essentially. Hopefully my kids will be smart enough to not sell it and then pass that on their kids, and hopefully they'll be smart enough, but let's hope. We'll see how many generations it's going to get until that dumbass one motherfucker sells it all and fucks the rest of the bloodline. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know what the world is going to look like in fucking 500 years, and I probably won't be around to see it. But all I know is I'm buying Bitcoin for the rest of my life. 10% at minimum, 10% of all my income is going towards Bitcoin, and I'm never going to sell it. And I know it's a smart financial decision, and I am a believer in Bitcoin. Lessons learned from. I started this, I just have this piece of paper right here on my wall, just lessons learned from. Just, so many problems in my life I repeat day after day after day after day, or mistakes. And the truth of the matter is, life is so short, I cannot make the same mistake twice. So I just need to move with this insane urgency and never make the same mistake twice. So yeah, I'm starting this list right here. I'm going to Dallas tomorrow until Wednesday to visit some family. And I have the chance to finally practice balance and destroy this get it all in mentality. I've had this problem since I started my 60 hard and I did this whole self-improvement journey. I'm super locked in, and then I go on vacation and I purposefully get it all in. I purposely fucking eat a bunch of bullshit and I just feel like shit and it ruins the whole vacation. I purposely drink fucking beer and it just ruins my shit, and it just fucks up my grind so hard. So, alright, I'm going to talk about it in 1 second. Okay, my goals this last week. Complete checklist every day. I did that. Film YouTube video on Saturday. It is Saturday. I did that. Initiate 10 interactions. I wasn't counting, but I got 2 interactions. So I'm just going to change that to initiate 10 interactions to talk to a stranger every day. I just need to focus on talking to one stranger every single day. Oh, doggy. Focused on talking to one stranger every single day. And yeah, I just need to build my network and put myself out there and just talk to one stranger every single day. Film 12 videos per day, Wednesday to Saturday. I did that. And yeah, I've just been filming TikToks every day because it's nice with my video editor. And hopefully this works out long term. And yeah. Loving on my life, week 53, January 31st, 2026, weekly goals. Complete checklist every day. Film YouTube video on Friday. Talk to a stranger every day. And then while in Dallas, I'm going to track every macro. Get 10,000 steps in every day, and don't eat above 2,600 calories. So yeah, I just posted this in my Instagram story. Look at this picture of me 3 years ago today. Maybe I'll focus. Anyway, there we go. Your boy was shredded as fuck. This was when I was a wrestler. And yeah, I was shredded to fuck. My acne was horrible, but like, I just can't wait to get shredded. Like, oh yeah. I weighed in fasted at 179 this morning. And yeah, I just need to take it day by day. I'm going to hit a slow cut. Just track my macros and stay on my grind. Get 10,000 steps in every day. And in about 2 to 3 months, I'm going to be down to 10% body fat. And I just need to get shredded again, bro. I've realized these last, I looked good. Well, I've always looked good, but, up until high school, when I graduated high school, my freshman year of college, I put on the freshman 15, and then these last 2 years, my body fat percentage has simply been way too high, and my face is gonna look so much better. I'm just gonna feel so much better throughout the day when I'm just leaner. I don't know. I'm probably 20%. I actually don't know how much body fat I am. I'm probably 17 to 20% body fat right now. But yeah, once I get down to 10 to 12, I'm just going to feel so much, my face is going to look so much better. I'm going to have abs, and life is going to be good. Now that I say that, I'm kind of getting this mentality that I just talked about earlier, that once I get shredded, then I won't have any problems. Obviously, I don't think that, but I'm delaying my happiness till I get shredded. There's always going to be the next thing. When I'm shredded, then it's going to be like, I miss when I was bulked up and I can move much more weight and my pumps were better and all this shit. But all I know is I'm just going to focus on the inputs, keep on showing up every day, and life is a continuous series of problems that I'm going to solve, and they're never going to fully be solved, and life is going to be carefree. But yeah, 2 to 3 months, your boy's going to be fucking shredded, so that's going to be hype. This is Loving on My Life, week 54. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.